What's up, you guys? Welcome to Real Talk Podcast. I'm your girl, Jennifer.
And I'm Baggio.
And today we have a special talented guest.
What's up? It's your boy, iammusic.
Sheesh. Hey, do you want us to call you iammusic, Abraham,
Y'all
Abe?
call me, whatever y'all want to call me.
The boy.
Whatever y'all want to call me. Yeah. The boy. Whatever the boy. iammusic is, I feel like it's going to be long.
Hey, doesn't Drake go by the boy?
Yeah, Drake's the boy.
Oh, okay.
Well, he calls himself everything.
He's everything
boy,
at this point. I mean, he's
the six
Champagne.
god.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
He everything.
So what's up? What's up? How was y'all's weekend? What y'all do this weekend?
I don't do much. I don't really do much. I'm doing this at the house.
You just chill?
Yeah, I just chill. I don't even remember yesterday, to be honest with you. My memory is horrible. So, like, I just
Right, my memory is horrible,
I just
too.
know how to do much. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
man.
sometimes I be having conversations and I be like, what are we
the-
talking about?
I'm not the only one. That makes me feel better.
You remember?
I wonder why.
You?
I think I have pretty good memory.
You, Harry? Sometimes, right? Selective.
Yeah, men have a selective memory.
I really do. I do, honestly. Do.
Nah, for real.
What did I do this weekend? Oh, I had a full weekend.
What did we do?
I went out with D's.
Oh, we had City's baby shower.
Yeah, we went to Sidley's baby
Oh,
shower.
you went to a party.
I genuinely don't remember what I did this weekend. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I cannot
It's
tell
Papa
you.
Bros.
I cannot even go to Papa Bros. That was like 2 weekends ago. No,
You like Papa Bros?
Yeah, I love Papa Bros.
What do you get at Papa Bros?
What did we get last time? I got the sirloin. I get the crab mac and cheese. Oh my god,
Can't
that
go
stuff's
wrong with
so
that.
good. Yeah, and then we get asparagus. And then mojitos are my go-to things.
Ooh, mojito.
Yeah, they're my go-to. That.
Ooh, I used I don't like mojitos unless I go to that one spot in Miami.
Oh yeah, mojito bar.
Or that 1972.
Oh, Havana 1957.
Bro.
Yeah, no, that spot. Oh my god. Everybody that goes to
I
Miami,
want to go just to go there.
Yeah,
Just to go
no.
there. Like
I try to tell
Bro,
everybody.
I've
this
never
shit's
been to
bro.
Miami. I've
What?
never been to Florida. I think I went to Florida one time in a connection flight. Yeah.
Nah, Miami.
That spot. I mean, I don't think I can go to Miami right now. Like,
Nah.
it's expensive, bro.
It's not even that. It's just, I mean,
And
we were
then
doing
it's
it when we were
like-
kids, one.
Yeah.
And two, Miami's is cool, but it's like, I want to see different stuff. Like, but
And it's
when
pretty
it comes
ratchet, too.
That one, yeah. But
No,
when it
but
comes
you
to
lived in Miami
Yeah,
for
I
a little
lived in
bit,
Miami. I was
right?
in Miami for
How
a
long
while.
did you live there for?
I was there for like a year and some change.
And how was that?
It was cool. It was super cool.
It was a vibe?
Yeah, it was super cool. Yeah, he helped me move, actually.
It was an
Yeah,
experience.
That ride was the best.
He helped me move. Because
That ride
I
was
was
the
going
best.
so this is the thing. This is the story behind that. I was going to go, and I was going to send all my stuff, and I was going to ship all my stuff. But then I was like, man, somebody's down to go to Miami and take a road trip. It's going to be Baggio and Jacob. So I called them, and I'm like, I'm going to rent the U-Haul. I'm going to rent everything. I'm going to move out there.
Okay, hold on. Before we continue, how old were y'all?
Like 20. I turned 21 in Miami, so I was like 20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I probably was 20. No, I don't think we were 21. I don't think
Nah, we weren't 21.
Youngins
nah.
making
We were all
big
20.
Yeah, we
moves.
weren't 20. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
young.
because we had the same birthday.
Yeah, we were young.
Like I'm a couple days.
4 days. different.
But he said you're younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was 21, maybe.
Yeah, you probably 21. Yeah, I was like.
When's your birthday?
July 18th.
18th?
Yeah,
Oh,
those are the
okay.
96,
Oh, it's their
96.
birthday week coming.
I swear, bro.
I was like, I really like. We just had a conversation yesterday.
Nah, no.
about it.
Terrible.
Nah,
It's just
Terrible.
not exciting. I don't feel like it this year.
Hey,
It's
when's your
gonna be exciting.
birthday? Friday?
Friday.
July 14th, and yours is Sunday.
No, mine
No,
will be
Monday.
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 Yeah,
Okay. Cancer babies. I see
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah. Tuesday.
You're Cancer too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday,
The best sign.
guys.
The best sign is Cancer,
Woo!
though, to be
Okay.
honest.
I swear.
I get along with cancers. I like cancers.
Yeah.
Y'all be hiding y'all's emotions too much.
Yeah, we just don't like to.
And
No, I
then-
don't think so.
Yes, you hide your emotions. You don't like to admit that you be going through stuff.
Bro, I ain't going through nothing.
That's how you know. He was born in July for sure. That's how you know he was born.
Nah, I mean, I feel like we go through normal stuff. Like, it's nothing crazy.
I'm like,
everybody go through stuff, though.
Bio, you're sad. He's like, bro, shut up. Bro, you're forcing it.
Nah, she is, bro. I like to chill. Like, it's probably a Cancer thing. We like to chill at home, just relax. Enjoy. I mean, sometimes popping out, but it's when we pop out and then we're like, we should stay home.
I should have stayed home. Like, there's nothing for me out here. I swear. Like, the moment I get there, I'm just like,
It's just like
I'm ready to go home.
I just don't like Man, I like hanging out with my friends. Like, that should be fun, but then sometimes it's like, bro, nothing but dudes. Like, not a vibe, bro. Like,
and then you're in the club and it's just loud music and drinking all the time, and that vibe just gets old. Like, it's just like one point.
Oh no, it's draining too.
Yeah,
it's
on Monday, shit. But they like Sundays. Jacob likes Sundays.
Yeah, that boys.
He loves Sundays,
bro.
I seen John the other day. That shit was funny.
I saw you posted him. I was laughing.
Bro,
so
I
hard.
seen John too the other day. That boy,
that
Where was
that
he
boy
at?
ignored me.
Where was no way? Where was he at?
They went to that party. That one girl. What's her name? Your friend?
My friend Jessica's daughter's party.
But that's Augustine's baby mama.
Oh, okay. RJ had told me about
Augustine's cuñada.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I saw John there. I saw RJ. I saw Augustine.
Yeah.
I saw some other guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I saw John. But I know who John is.
Yeah.
I've seen him once before.
Yeah.
And like we follow each other on Instagram, so
Yeah.
he always sees my stuff and I see his
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And he knows I'm by your sister. Bro, I was saying
He did the most John thing ever, bro.
It's
Bro.
just John. That's just John. You're
bro,
describing John.
I say hi to everybody, right? This man turns around when I'm about to give him my hand.
Nah, I'm looking at the camera. John, you're wrong for that.
Bro, this man turns around. I'm like, bro, okay, we gonna act like we don't know each other.
Yeah, but John, he probably was really like, just like, he was probably baked, and then he probably was like,
They had just came out the garage. I'll give him that.
Yeah, nah, he was probably. John.
Yeah, because he's not a rude person. Like, he's funny.
He's not at all.
He's funny.
He's not. He's just not gonna go approach you either and like go out of his way to say. I don't know.
He's the one that has sex with boxers.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I was telling that story the other day, and my girl got mad at me, and she was like, "How you know that about him?"
He made it seem like it was the most normal thing ever. He's like, y'all don't do that. I'm like, John, what? He's like, I just don't like my ass like hanging out and like getting like, he said something like that, right?
You don't like feeling that breeze?
Yeah, you don't like feeling that breeze. And I'm like, bruh. I'm like, I don't know how you.
Oh my gosh, you gotta ask John about this comment. We could air his business out like that.
That's so funny, bro. That's so funny.
Cause I don't know if he's gonna be okay with
Nah,
us.
he is. I think everybody knows by this point. Everybody that matters to it.
Yeah, my girl was like, "How you know that about him?" I'm like, "Why that make you mad? How would you know that about him?" I said, "'Cause she told everybody."
I don't know. We had a random conversation about it, and we were all looking at him like,
"Did you just say that?"
I think Jacob found out, and then Jacob told us.
Jacob finds out. That's it.
He's like, bro, can you believe John has sex with boxers on still?
But that's like, if you know John, that's the most John thing in the world. Like, that's just John 101. That's just straight out of the John.
Okay, so he's shy.
He's shy.
So he's a shy guy. We've established that. Okay, I won't take it to heart.
We had to get to that point by letting people know that with his boxers on.
Sorry, John.
Not no more. He graduated from that. He's verified too.
Okay.
Yeah, he verified. I asked him about that not too long ago. He said he's past that stage now of his life. Yeah, he don't mind. He don't mind the breeze no more. You know?
He said, "Oh my gosh."
He said someone's gonna see. I'm like, who, bro? Who the fuck gonna see, bro? Like, who, bro? I don't know. That's too funny though.
That is funny. That's crazy. No, well, I saw him. He's built. I was like, dang,
man. He
that
works
boy.
out. He's been working out
He's
like that
like
for
big.
4 or 5 years, bro.
John walking like
No,
a
since
body.
high school.
If you put a security guard shirt on John, like if you just put a security shirt on John and you put a hat on him, and people will be able to tell. Hey, look like security. He part of the crew. He's security.
He's
John little
No,
stocky.
he's big. I was like, whoa, like, cause the last time I saw him was like
toned, bro.
probably like 3-4 years ago, and he's always been like a fit guy.
he's always
but
been fit.
Now he's just like thick.
Yeah, he
like
big. He big. He's so funny. He went to Cabo with us in April. And man, he's just hilarious. Me and John got so many stories. It's hilarious. Like John was so drunk in Cabo.
How did this turn into a
It's
John
a John
segment?
thing. It's so funny, bro.
Well, shout out John.
Yeah, shout out John, bro. Oh man, yeah, Cabo with John was fun. Yeah, John's a fun person.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
he's yes.
John's a good guy, man.
All right, so we're jumping into a little bit of Mr. iammusic.
Let's get it.
I heard that your album is coming out.
It is.
When is your album coming
It's
out?
supposed to come out July 18th, but I'm like
hesitant.
It's not even hesitant. The album is done, but I hear so many. Well, the album is 95% done. It's about 2 things that need to be recorded. But I'm like such a perfectionist, which is a bad thing at first because it stopped me for so long from dropping music because I want everything to be perfect, which is horrible. I don't like that stage that I've gotten as far as making music goes because you gotta have fun with it. But I just hear things and I feel like it could be better, so I'm probably gonna push it to the end of July. It's supposed to be July 18th. I was gonna drop it on my birthday,
Okay.
but I'll probably drop around like the 28th. I just have to do this. And I can't. If I listen to it and I listen to the song over and over again and I skip through it and I'm like, dang, I should have done this or dang, I should have done that. It's gonna ruin the whole experience of doing the album. You know what I mean? For me, as far as the artist goes. So probably the 28th. But it was supposed to come out on the 18th. But everything's done. I mean, it's just certain things. And it's the most minor. Like, y'all won't ever hear it. That's the crazy part about it. Like, when y'all hear the songs, y'all won't ever hear it. But me, I'm like, that used to be there. That's not there no more. Or that psst, it's now there. That makes this feel, you know. So, but the 28th, hopefully. So.
Okay, so we got a release date for July 28th.
Yeah, July 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're putting that pressure on you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
no.
is pressure. Yeah, no.
It's
yeah,
coming out on Friday, so we don't got a lot of time to edit stuff out.
It's coming out. It's coming out. It should be July 28th. So hopefully everything's
Henry's worked with some of the producers that you've worked with before.
done. Yeah.
Last time I seen you were with Catra.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. Shout out to Gatra, man. He's on the album. Yeah, he's on the album. I got a song that he actually wrote. He wrote the intro to the song, man. And I liked it so much he put it on his Instagram. I reached out to him, we worked before that, and I reached out. He's literally the only person that I have on my album right now, actually. So like the only feature.
Nice.
So he wrote something, man, and he did the beat, and I just liked the idea so much that I was like, send it over to him. I'm gonna finish this off. It's on my Instagram. I have a snippet of it. And we went in and then we did that song. But that's my boy. He's super talented, man, and he's such a good person. Like he's like a people person. Me and him get along very, very well. That's my boy. Shout out Catra, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I know?
Nah, you don't know him. I met him I met him through music. I met him shout out Cuban Diva. I did a show called Hip Hop Live, which is here in Houston, and Catra happened to be there as well, and I ran into him there.
The one that's over there by Katie, on Katie?
But I don't know directions, bro. I don't even know where we live, bro. Like, if you do, I don't know where we live.
That's what I'm trying to figure
we went to one.
Nah, this was this was different. Yeah, this is different. This is after. This was like 2 years ago. They do this platform. It's like a Facebook live show. They get a bunch of viewers, and they get artists on it to go and do the music and stuff like that. And we do different rounds. And he was there, and I met him there. I met a couple people there that night, and we just built a connection. But he's super talented. Like, he has his own studio. He makes his own beats. He writes very, very well. He's a good songwriter. So I got him on the album. Yeah, he's on the album.
And I know why, but like, what really inspired you to start this music?
What's the reason? What would you say is the reason? I mean, you know me.
Well, you love it's in your blood. Like,
Yeah,
it's in your
that-
blood.
yeah.
Well, Baggio already knows.
I
You
know.
tell
No,
us. Tell us.
No, I just want. I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, yeah. My dad, first of all, was a Grammy-nominated artist out of Cuba, so he was a Latin Grammy artist. I mean, you know this. But my dad, I mean, ever since I was school with kids, it used to just be like TV and like music and like videos and like shows and rehearsals and just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and instruments and piano. And family dinners would just be like my sister's on the piano and like my brother's on the other piano and my dad singing, and that's what it used to be, I was only there till I was 10, but anyways, so that happened, and that was my love for it. Like, I came here and I didn't know what rap music was at all. We didn't have rap in Cuba. Like, rap wasn't a thing. And like, I remember,
What was the thing over there? Like,
it was just like
what did you
reggaeton.
jam
Like
to
just
over there?
reggaeton, like Wisin Yandel, Teo Calderón was like the truth, like Daddy Yankee,
Okay,
like like these old
that-
like era, like
definitely.
yeah. So,
All that sauce.
yeah, exactly. And which is what now, funny or not, is what I'm doing now. But I ran away from that for so long that I didn't want to do that because I think I got introduced to rap and I figured out what rap was. And I heard those Party Like a Rockstar remix. I heard it like I remember like it was yesterday. And Lil Wayne and Chameleon they were on there. I can go verse for verse on that song like it was.
All right, come on, let's go.
Let's play it. Let's play it. Oh, and literally, and I was just like, after hearing them two, I was just so like, I'm like, how do people do this? Like, how did these two do this? And I just fell in love with it. Wayne became my favorite rapper. I used to listen to Chameleon there. And I was like, I just want to rap like this dude. Like, I just want to do what this dude does. Like, just the swag, the style, the tattoos, like the dreadlocks, like everything was just so cool to me. Like,
Inspiring.
I'm like, man, this guy don't give a nothing. Like, all his interviews,
He didn't have a shirt.
yeah, all his interviews, it's my world. That's it. You're living in. Like, I just liked his vibe. He didn't care about the outside opinions, And I fell in love with it. Like, I wanted to fit in that. You know, that was like my alter ego. You know what I'm saying? I just love music so much because of that. But I didn't want to do what my family was doing. Didn't want to do the Spanish stuff. I didn't want to do none of that.
Yeah,
Like I want to take my
I
want my own route. Like I just wanted to do that. So I started doing the English stuff. Sure enough, the first one I ever did was Lil Wayne and Drake. I'm going in. It was a cover. It took me like 3 days to write like 4 bars. And I just did a video. I put it on Facebook. And I got like 5 likes. And I was like, oh, we're on. Yeah, I'm like, this is it right here. Like, what? I got comments on this.
How old were you?
I was like 15. Yeah, I was like 15, 16. Me and DJ. Remember DJ Collins? You remember DJ Collins? Yeah, me and DJ.
Yeah. Well, the big DJ.
Yeah.
Not DJ Collins.
Yeah, me and DJ, man. Me and DJ were
He was a DJ?
Nah, it was just DJ.
I don't know. They was just DJ.
Nah, it was DJ.
I'm just kidding.
It was DJ.
I'm forcing it.
That was it.
He used to. I remember him. He used to eat one wing, one bite. Like
DJ.
he put that wing in there, and he came out with a bone.
Shout out my boy DJ.
That's what you remember about DJ?
DJ.
Bro,
Nah,
he's funny. He was funny.
Him and Brandon used to play box all the time. Him and Brandon put on the gloves one time. He got Brandon used to wear braces. He split up Brandon's one time. Brandon tell you all the time. He's like, that's the only big dude I knew could fight like that. Like DJ was. Yeah. But me and my friend, and we I started high school, and then in high school it just started going up, and just recognition in school that just make you want to keep going to the studio. At the time, a lot of people weren't doing it, so it wasn't like a trend that it is now.
Yeah.
So it felt good to just do it. Like
Something
I was like,
different.
yeah, I was like the only person really doing that. Like
Yeah.
everybody had their own thing, and that was my thing. You know,
Yeah.
and it made sense that I was doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know, and then from there, just kept going and just meeting new people and keep going and going and going and going and going. And we've gotten to the point that we're now. Which I'm at a really weird point with my career or my music, but I mean we're here. So
I was telling you earlier about that one video that they all came out in the, what were they?
and the T-Rexes, I've been.
Yeah, that was the first.
I was the first.
You were in that video, right?
No.
Oh, you were?
I was always shy. I was like, man, I'll be
Baggio
the
there
bag.
made the
I'll be the
videos,
bag.
yeah.
I don't even like pictures.
They
I
only
was
got your feet?
Bro, I was like, I know I used to be there, but I would be the bag.
Yeah.
Was that like your first video?
That was my
you
first like actual video.
I was at the video. I was there the whole time. I was driving my brother's car.
Yeah, literally.
The Corolla.
Literally.
Who was in the Corolla is?
Yeah, man.
Y'all was in the Corolla is wildin'.
That's what Mike introduced me to Wax. That was the first
Bro,
Oh my
that
gosh.
man. Yeah, I've been was like the first official video that we did. We were like kids. We had like our own little clique and like
Yeah.
everybody was like doing
Bro,
it.
I was telling Henry, he's like, they're friends, and I'm like, yeah, they're friends.
Yeah,
Like they
nah,
went to
yeah.
high school together.
Yeah,
Like they were a
Bro,
clique.
Shit be about you been through.
Bruh.
Bro.
I'm so wild.
Like,
bro.
no, y'all had no idea. Like,
Bro, when
everybody
y'all
just-
stole from Walmart.
Bro, I was just telling my girl story shit the other day.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't
Bro,
steal because
Walmart.
I didn't consider got caught stealing. I took the blame for Weecho.
Yeah, you was real for that. I just, the crazy thing is, these shirts were like, we're going to the Rockets game. These shirts were like $20. But nobody wanted to pay. We was young. Everybody was broke. Nobody wanted to pay.
We had already hit a couple licks at one point.
Yeah, so it was like,
It was like we straight. Like it was like the for sure thing. We put on a shirt, ain't no one watching us. We walking
bro,
out.
we got there and everybody, you could tell we were doing all free. Like all of us just looked like we was doing something that we weren't supposed to be doing.
Oh my gosh.
So I just know I'm on my way out and like somebody comes out, they have like the pharmacy, the home and living, and they have the garden side. I'm like, I'm gonna go to what is the garden side? Y'all tripping. Why would y'all go to this side? Nobody gonna catch me. Anyways, long story short, I'm walking out the garden inside. I see daylight. I'm like, oh, I'm green. Yeah. And then I just hear behind me some tracksuit pants, like real fast, like walking real fast. And I turn around, and this is black lady. I still remember her to this day with blue contacts and one gold tooth. I swear to God, I can't make this up. On everything I love, I can't make this up. And I turn around, and she looks at me and she goes, honey, I swear to God, if you run, you ain't gonna run faster than me. So if you're gonna do it, take off now. I said, nah, I'm not even gonna try it, bro. I didn't even try.
Yeah.
It came out to be like
ran.
it sure came out to be like $300. I should have took off.
You should have took off.
I think everybody made it out.
Nah, it's because she made it.
I think I'm the only one that got caught.
Weecho. I was with Weecho, and then I had a shirt though, but I didn't get caught. So I had a shirt on, and I kept that shirt for a while. And so I had the shirt, and we were walking, and you see the guy. He taps his shoulder. He's like, "Follow me," and then Weecho's like, all right. So Weecho turns around, but Weecho got scared. He just pushed the guy. So I'm already like halfway out, and I just see Weecho.
Weecho took off.
And I'm not scared, so I'm not running as fast as Weecho. And I'm faster than Weecho, but Weecho was taking off. And even I was like, damn, we didn't even look. We crossed the 529. We went to the Valero.
They ended up at the
By the
Valero.
time Jacob called us, we was already at Huicho's house, bro, which is like 3 miles.
Yeah, no, if you're like
Talking about
Summerall, that's
come
far.
back, because Abraham said that we all gonna be good if we come back.
Hey, guess what? They went back.
I was not going back. I was like, man, that ain't going back.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
That ain't going back. I was like, he should rap. And then Jacob's like, come on, bro. Y'all gonna be good, bro. And then, but he kept saying it. And
Wait, how old are y'all at this point?
we were like
We
17.
were young. It was like 17. Yeah, we was dumb.
And then it was like, all right, go back. So we went back. So I go there and I'm over here. And she's like, what are you doing here? You're good. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm just in the background. And then the lady's like we chose, give me your ID or your driver license. And he didn't have nothing. So the lady was like, it's either we take him to jail or you take the blame and it'll be like $50. Remember?
Yeah,
so it's going to be like $50, $60. And
Man.
they're going to send you a ticket and you pay it. And it was cool. And that shit was like 180, wasn't it?
It was like almost $200. Them
Yeah, I
shits-
think it was like 180.
Yeah, it was something like that, like $200. I don't know why I thought it was $300, but it was like $200 for
It
the
was
damn
like
shirt.
180 for like a $20 shirt.
That was the first time we ever. Man, you remember?
It's
when
better
we
than Nikki though.
was- You wrong. Hey, hey, man, you remember when we were at the mall? We were leaving the mall when your ass got caught up.
Oh my god.
Can we even talk about that?
Yeah, we talk about that.
Man,
Why you getting red, Baggio?
Because that night was so fucked.
I was going to ask you too
That
before
was
this even
so
started. What
fucked.
can we talk about of our stories and that? We have a lot.
We have a lot.
We have-
that one was
we
fucked.
have
That was the
rather
only
than-
one that was the bad one. Other ones we escaped, bro.
Yeah, what was the one where we ran the car into the tree in somebody's house?
Oh, that was the first one. No, that wasn't the first one.
Oh my gosh.
But that's what we get because we was trying to up. Who
We
was trying to
was
fuck-
with Courtney. We were trying to raise Courtney, and then
Yeah,
they were
but
in
we was
the,
trying to go.
Oh my
We was trying to
gosh.
shoot up. What's his name? I forgot his name, bro. We was trying to
with water guns.
Yeah, no, we had BB guns.
Yeah.
Paintball guns
Or something like
no,
that.
we had BB guns. We had BB guns. Remember?
I had to make sure YouTube doesn't
that's when
cancel
we
us
had
out.
we had the. We all had scars on everywhere because we were shooting.
Oh,
each
you
other.
talking about? Yeah, I
That
was
was
like,
that
what you
time when
talking?
we just pull up to each other's house
And just start blasting everybody. Yeah, they would just put it down. If you
What-
saw them pull up to your house, just run away.
just open the door. Oh,
Yeah,
just
it
go
was like-
upstairs and the peep out.
Yeah, it was like, oh, sit outside with what your airsoft guns waiting for you to come. It's like
we
Game
had,
Wars.
Yeah, we had all that shit, and
Yeah.
we were gonna go just get this guy because he had took someone's girl. So it was
It was so
dumb,
dumb. It
bro.
was
But it
so
was like
dumb.
it was friendly though. It wasn't like we were salty, and then we ended up racing, bro.
We
like
ended up-
down the street, bro, and then it was like I won. And I won, bro. But I don't know what happened. That instead of me braking and turning, I gassed it and turned it, bro. So the car did not turn. You know what I'm saying? It went straight, bro. So I just went like it was like a U, like a L, you know,
Like an L
like
turn.
a little L. So I just ended up going straight, and the car went up, and it was still dragging to someone's front house.
No, we literally. I remember going up in there. I remember my head hitting the roof. Like we go up, my head hits the roof, and then we're going. And then when I just look up, we're in front of somebody's house, literally, like in their driveway.
It was fast. It was like,
yeah, not literally. It's exactly how
and
it
Jake
was.
was, I hit my head, and then I'm like,
The craziest
hey,
thing is,
look out, bro. That car is done with, bro.
what was his name? I forgot his name. Oh, Gotti was there too. Gotti, remember Gotti?
Gotti, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we didn't even supposed to run. We just randomly ran into them.
Yeah, we ran into them, and Jacob was like, race him.
Yeah,
It's always been Jacob's race him, bro.
Yeah, didn't take much convincing.
Yeah, I
either
didn't
back
think
then.
he
The instigator.
Yeah, Jacob's like, race him. I was like,
Yeah, it didn't take much to convince
And then,
Baggio.
Jacob was supposed to drive. I should have let him drive.
Bro, what was the excuse that we told your brother?
No, my mom
Oh,
showed
your
up.
mom,
remember?
I forgot what we told him. Somebody cut us off.
Oh, someone cut me off, nasty, and and they were like in there.
Mom's gonna see this podcast and whoop both that.
I was crying in the car on the way home, bro.
It was horrible.
It was Christmas time too, so I was like, I ain't getting no gifts.
Why is Luffy looking at?
What's up, man? Get up here,
Luffy.
Luffy.
It took me like 6 months to remember his name, and I would still call her
He called her. I mean,
her.
he called Luffy Foofy for like the
Mm-hmm.
first couple months, and then I'm always like, it's a he, and he always calls her a her.
I mean, she where's she at?
Don't get canceled now, Baggio.
Luffy.
Right.
I'm just playing. Oh man, we went to go talk about that. We went to go see Dave Chappelle. the other night.
Oh man, I missed that one,
Bro.
Oh, I heard it was so good.
It was so good. Like, it was just
Bro,
like...
tickets were crazy or no?
Man, they got... So the thing is, RJ told me about it like a month before.
Oh, and they
told
got
all of us
list.
about it. Yeah, and they all got their tickets. And me, 20 minutes later after RJ told me, I completely forgot about it. So anyways, yeah, no, right, comes... And I called Jacob and I'm like, yo, what you doing? Hop on Call of Duty. And Jacob's like, hop on Call of Duty. And he goes, I'm like, I'm getting ready to go to the show. And I'm like, what show? He goes, Dave Chappelle show. I'm like, man, it's 5 o'clock, right? The show starts at 7:30. I'm like, you're lying. And he goes, yeah, it's today. And I said, oh, bro, I don't got tickets.
You were able to get tickets?
Yeah, I bought tickets. It cost me an arm and a leg, but I bought the ticket. It wasn't super expensive, but it's still. I mean, I'm going to tell you, it was super expensive compared to the lady that laughed at my face and told me how much she paid. Anyways, so I'm looking. I ordered the first ones, right? The tickets were like $7.90 something, right, for 2 tickets. And I'm like, I have to go see Dave Chappelle. I'm like, I have to go. So I call my girl. I'm like, get ready. We're going to go at this time, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to go. And I'm waiting an hour for my tickets. They don't come in. It's 7 o'clock, right, or something like that. It was 7
You didn't
o'clock.
have to
It was like 6.
You didn't have to hit an
I
app.
called them, and I had to do an app, but the seller had to resend the tickets. Bro, an hour before the show, I got an email saying my tickets couldn't be processed. They were canceled, this and this and this. I'm like, oh, man, we're not going. So I tell everybody, I'm like, I haven't got them. So I keep looking again. They had already charged my card. I'm like, I don't give it. I'm charging it again. This will eventually come back.
Yeah.
I went through a different app, and sure enough, as soon as I got it, they were like, yeah, download the Rockets app. You know, you
Oh,
get
okay,
the
because it was
tickets.
a Toyota Center?
Yeah, it was a Toyota Center. Yeah, it was crazy, too.
Damn, I didn't know till I seen it.
Nah, it was
I would
crazy.
have bought them too.
It was so funny, bro. It was so funny, bro. Like, that guy is
You
hilarious.
make me jealous.
Nah, he's hilarious. But then, you know, you walk in, he makes you lock your phones up. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
like,
what
you
I
can't-
heard.
You can't use your phones. So they have like this little, they have this little pouch thing with Jig where you walk in and you put your phone in the pouch and it locks it. And the only way to open it, they have
when you
2
walk out.
stations. One when you walk out, or they have 2 different stations where you can walk in and use your phone. They'll unlock it for you real quick. You take it out, and then when you go back, they'll check you to make sure you put it back in. But you can't, like, you know, you
that's
can't.
Can't use your phone.
Yeah, man, I made her walk like 5 sections just to use my phone, just to upload 1 picture. She's like, are we really walking this far?
I gotta post.
She's like, you're addicted to your phone. I said, I had to post that we're here. I'm like, what? Like,
No one's gonna, like, Marcus not gonna be jealous. I was like, damn, man.
It was fun.
If I would have known at 5, I would have.
nah, it was fun.
I didn't went by myself.
I usually call him last minute for like all the events, and he's like, yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When was the last time y'all went somewhere?
UFC
Y'all went to
fight.
the actual
UFC
game
fight.
or the
UFC
I
fight?
went to UFC fight. We ran
That
into
was
each
like-
other at the World Series.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we ran into each other at the World Series. Except he paid for his tickets, and I got mine for free. That was the only difference. I said, bro, what did you like? I just bought
think,
them.
I think that was the first time I was like, damn, like that's expensive.
Yeah, no,
I think it was like 1,200.
yeah, your tickets were expensive, bro. I was there for free. I was like, I love
But
this.
that year I went to almost all the playoff games. It
You
was crazy.
did too. I'm not gonna lie.
I would go like almost like 2 or 3 every
Yeah, you
season.
spent-
Wait, when the incident happened?
When is it? No, this was before. This was
Oh, okay.
when I was a young gun.
You spent rags staying
Yeah,
just
I was
to
by myself.
And then you gotta think
that boy
about $20
Baggio.
beers. Oh, that's another thing. Man, we walked in. I said you gotta think about $20 beers. We walked in. I got a drink for her. I got a beer for myself and a water. First go, $63. I said, oh, we're in for a long night. I said, man, second time around, $73. But the hot dog was like $16. I'm like, bro, man.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I said, nah, you gotta pay for this, babe.
The only one I the only one I've seen was Ralph Barbosa.
Oh yeah.
But I wanted to see Theo Von.
He's funny.
Theo Von.
Yeah, Ralph is funny. Ralph's funny too.
Ralph
though.
is funny too. He's cool.
What's that guy's name? Mo. He has a show on Netflix right now. Is that his name, Mo? He's
Indian
on.
dude?
Yeah. He was
He's
there.
funny,
He
too.
opened up. Yeah, he opened up. He's from Houston.
Oh, okay.
So he opened up the show.
Oh, I
He kinda
heard
talks
about
funny.
that, yeah.
He kinda talks funny.
Yeah.
Voice
He
is
opened.
kinda
He
like-
opened up the show. What's up, friend?
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully he comes back next
It
year.
was. I couldn't miss it.
Yeah.
Supposedly, like, they were filming for Netflix. I
Yeah,
think.
they were filming for Netflix.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were filming for Netflix.
Damn. Hopefully he pop up.
Yeah, you're gonna see me pop out. I popped out in the Lil Wayne one. Oh, we went to
you
go see
did?
Wayne together, me and
Yeah,
you.
let's
Me and Bobby got roofied when we went to go see Lil
Oh,
Wayne.
man.
Yeah, I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, we got so
Bro.
many stories together when I think about it.
What happened? What you mean? You
We,
got
and, we,
roofied?
and we was like on some. We was on some. We was. I don't even want to say it because I don't even know. It's bad.
It's not.
We was on some like. We can mute it, right? Or like.
Yeah, he
okay.
can take it off if it's
We
too
was on
bad.
some Black Fever that night.
I think we
What is
got.
black fever?
I think we
Nothing but
got.
black girls. It
I
was
think
like,
we got.
Oh,
Yeah, I think.
oh my god.
bro.
Oh
And we
my
never fought. We were in the front, and it was like
We
nothing.
was at the
Just
front.
calm in the front.
Yeah.
Just start shaking it, and we.
Oh, I
bro,
remember that.
We had our card on. We were the only ones that they would come to us and bring us drinks, bro. Because I tipped her something crazy.
Yeah,
and she would walk
yeah.
up to us and she would hold my card, walk to where we were at. Because you have to walk over there and get your drink, and
Yeah.
lose your spot. She would come to us and I would just give her my card. I think we got roofied though.
Yeah, no, we were just drinking at one point, but like beer too. I was like, hey, I'm a little
I
more
don't even
fucked up than
remember.
I should
I don't
be.
remember.
Yeah, that's definitely roofied
I was
because
like, I'm a little
remember.
more fucked up than I
We
should
didn't
be.
remember
I
nothing.
remember
Like, we
nothing.
didn't remember nothing.
I didn't remember. I just remember
If it
laughing.
wasn't for the videos,
I swear.
we wouldn't remember shit.
bro, I think I got roofied one time before too.
That's
Bro,
what
because
he
like
laughs.
look, my first drink I made it. The second drink, the guy made it, and I don't remember the rest of the night at all.
Oh yeah, nah.
Like at all.
Yeah, nah.
Like I was like,
I thought I was
bro.
tripping.
no, right? You think you're tripping, but it's like, bro, I didn't even drink that much for me to like. I've
Exactly.
never blacked out like that, right?
Yep. I thought I was tripping.
Bro, that's crazy.
I
Them
don't even
girls,
remember.
them.
Nah, it wasn't them. It wasn't them because we weren't buying them drinks. or
But why
nothing.
you think people just be roofing people
I
like
don't
just,
know what
just
happened.
for the
I don't know what the.
Yeah, it still wasn't right though. I'm
It
telling
was
you. I just
not
know.
right because I don't. I don't remember driving. I don't remember nothing.
Nothing.
We went to Andres' house. At that point, he stayed. He's the one that had the. He stayed at Larkin. We were there, but I don't remember the.
Yeah, nah. It was.
But I remember because of the videos that we took. We took a lot of. I took a lot of videos. I took a lot of
Yeah, nah. I was so.
I mean, I
imagine.
seen them videos.
I told you. I told you I was such a big Wayne fan. That's the reason why I started making music.
no,
and that was my
yeah.
first
I
Wayne
think
show
we were
ever.
like.
Yeah, nah. Tuh.
I think it was like when I seen him, it was like crazy.
Yeah, no, it was like, promise you, I was like, oh, I never
He smoked the
fanboyed.
wood.
The backwood was this long. It lasted the whole show. It lasted, the, whole show. Like, I swear to God, right?
Yeah.
And you got to understand, it was us, the rail, the security guard, and the stage.
And
like,
we was VIP,
there.
right?
Yeah, we had VIP. And the thing is, this was
We
when
were
they
in line,
came in.
remember?
Bro, when they came in, yeah, I know, we were in line and we had
Like an
VIP
hour.
entrance.
And then we were like, and then Abraham was like, bro, I think
It
we
was
can
just
walk.
y'all two.
Yeah. I called them last minute because it was, again, all our stuff was last minute.
Yeah.
It was, you couldn't just get tickets to the show. You had to have Sprint. None of us had Sprint. So I got online everywhere. Craigslist, OfferUp, Facebook Market, like everywhere. Somebody's got to be selling these tickets. I pulled up the Sprint. The line literally wrapped around Sprint twice. There was helicopters flying around like the news. You know, I'm like, I'm never getting tickets. Like, I'm not going to see Wayne. Like, you had, sure enough, I found some lady. I forgot how much we paid, but I called Baggio.
I think it was like, it wasn't that much. I think it was like
wasn't that
200
much.
each.
Yeah,
But
it
for
was
like
something.
House of Blues, it's a lot because it's like,
yeah,
it's like
It's a
cheaper.
small venue.
I think it was like 300 or 2 something.
Yeah, it was like
220.
3 something each or
Yeah,
something like
320
that.
something.
And it was like the actual like badge.
Badge.
With the,
Oh, we had the badge. I still got the shirt and the badge.
I still got the shirt. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
wearing my shirt the
Really?
other day. I told her, don't wear my shirt. I said, nobody touches that shirt. I never, she was
I
wearing
never
the
touched that
shirt.
shirt.
I
It's
never
still hanging.
touched that
It's still
shirt,
my mom's
bro.
house
I
taking it,
swear.
bro.
She said, "Oh, a shirt. That's cute."
Yeah, no cap. I said, yeah, that was, yeah,
He's
that
like,
was.
take that shirt off.
I swear, man. Oh, man, that was
You still
cool.
have the shirt? Bio?
I still got the shirt. It's at
Mm-hmm.
mom's. I never used it. I never wore it. I just hung it.
Is it nice?
Nah, it's
I
like
ain't just a regular.
It's
it's just like a
basic
cheap
shirt?
shirt.
Yeah,
But it's
Why
like,
do they do that?
Nah,
It's
'cause
so
they still make-
annoying.
they
They
make-
trying to make the most money.
Yeah,
like,
they make their
Bro,
money
Bad
off
Bunny
merch.
did the same thing.
Yeah, Bad Bunny shit
They make
was
crazy
crazy.
money off of merch.
I'm
though.
talking about Bad Bunny stuff was so crazy. You watched it the second time, it was like rough.
That's horrible.
And I was like, bro. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's horrible.
It's a
It's like,
horrible gift.
like
And it was
bro,
like 200
they could
bucks.
have
horrible.
someone to like,
Yeah.
But they can use like
Travis Scott puts like effort in his merch.
yeah, but Travis like he's for sure gonna sell and
yeah.
or Bad Bunny too.
He just cares.
Yeah, you just gotta care. You
Yeah,
just gotta,
he just
I mean, when
cares.
you're making that much money, you just a little less profit and
Yeah, like you
and
just make
people
sure
spread the word more is
that your fans
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. Him saying that bad 2 shirts on the Bad Bunny, two washes on the Bad Bunny. That's,
one wash.
That's
like,
horrible.
I didn't even never wore it. I
that's
never wore
horrible.
it.
That's horrible. That's
I don't
horrible.
even
I
know
remember my friend. I didn't go.
And I
but-
used to tell her, why you wear it? I'm about. It was like, and then I put it on because I had. It was like.
she said, "Ugly."
that shit rough. I was like, I wouldn't wear it either. Like,
The fit is all
Oh my
ugly.
God.
yeah, it's like the outside is nice, but the
It's all
inside is
cropped
like
from the-
it's
from
like
the bottom.
yeah, like because it was like $200 or like
Nah, they make
170.
so much money off of merch. It's ridiculous. Merching and touring is like where your money's at. Yeah, that's definitely where your money's at.
So talking about Bad Bunny, you're gonna be making a Spanish album.
Yeah, we're doing Spanish. I've been doing Spanish now.
Is it like all Spanish or
Yeah,
like
it's all Spanish.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I've been doing Spanish now for like 2 years now. Just straight Spanish.
Straight Spanish?
Yeah, like I don't do anything in English no more.
No
And
English?
sometimes I want to, like I have this
Do
itch.
it.
Like I'll sit at home and I'll be like in the studio and I'm freestyling some crazy stuff in English. And I'm like, man, I want to drop this. I just can't like go back and forth. Like I just
want to stick to that.
Yeah, I gotta make my brand. Like I have to establish my brand. I've been doing this for so long that you gotta understand. When I was 16 years old, I was still in high school when Drake's touring manager reached out to me. And the reason why Drake's touring manager at the time reached out to me was he worked with somebody that's my mom knew, something, long story short, in Miami, and they made the connection. And I was still in the studio, like my parents were still taking me to the studio. I couldn't even drive, you know. My stepdad would sit outside and fall asleep for like 2 hours and wait for me to come out. Like, that was that time.
Boy, Shannon.
I swear, you know, and
I ain't seen Shannon in a minute.
yeah, he's still the same. And crazy ass. And the other day he told me he wanted to smoke. So I gave him one, you know, like the Jeters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let him hit one of those twice because I don't think it's doing something.
It's
30
wild.
minutes later, hey man, I'm up, man. But anyways, man.
That's crazy.
I just, since I was young, like I've had different offers. When I did Coast to Coast was a competition. I think it was 3,000 different artists worldwide, and I ended up third overall artist in the world. And like, me and Jacob were in Miami, and the show started at 7:30. I didn't get on stage till 3 a.m. This was the semifinals. So we did the first one, the House of Blues in Houston. Then you had to go to Miami, and then you had to do another one if you won that one, and then you had to go to the finals.
Put him on the pod.
All of this was, who's calling you?
Joe. He's my mom. This guy. I'm doing a podcast. I'll call you right now. All right, bees, man. Bro, everybody, no one likes me no more. No one likes me no more. Everybody calls me. He's like, "Where's Blue?" I'm like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah, man. So, anyways, everything was in English, and like the song that I did had the most Spanish that I ever done in it. Like, you had like it was Ride With Me, and it has, I don't know, 8 bars in Spanish, something like that. But it's just like a whole part in Spanish. But it would just go crazy. So like every time I do that, I'm gonna perform it at the shows. Like the crowd would just go crazy. Like I still have videos. You gotta understand when you have hundreds of different artists, you have a large crowd because all the supporters from different artists do what. So I'll do the Spanish part, and the crowd would just go crazy. It would just go crazy here in Miami, everywhere. I was like, and then everybody would tell me, "Yo, you gotta do Spanish." Jacob, all the time. My mom told me since the beginning, "You gotta do Spanish. Like, you gotta do Spanish. It just sounds better." And I just never wanted to do it. Like I wanted to do what everybody else was doing. Unfortunately, I'm like, nah, niggas is getting paid off of this.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Nah, the money's over here. Nobody's listening to the others.
Yeah.
And now it just got to a point that I didn't.
You're doing Spanish.
Yeah, I started doing Spanish. I found somebody here. I did a song with Lil Mexico.
But you haven't put out any no singles, right?
Yeah,
For this album?
No.
Or
Yeah. Callejeros on there.
Oh, Callejeros.
Yeah, Callejeros on there. So, and Otra Noche, which is the last one that I dropped.
I kept looking at the Baggio name tag in that video.
Oh.
He still got the shirt.
I still have it. Yeah. So if you ever
He's like, that shirt on limits too.
I swear, bro, if you ever seen Callejero video, the mechanic outfit that I wear is Baggio. My guy hooked it up.
I remember he hit me up. He's like, "Hey man, I need that." I was like, "Yeah, you good."
I said, you use it.
But why not, like, I mean, I get it, like, if you want to do, like, if that's what you're doing, but, like, at the end of the day, I feel like this is something that you love to do. Like, it's not just, like, you know, like, and I feel like I can relate to you in a sense because, like, I do my little YouTube thing, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes as a creator, it's hard when you're not getting what you want from, I guess,
the
crowd.
Or, yeah.
But, like, just because sometimes, you know, it's hard to see the bigger picture when you're the one that's inside, when you're the one that's inside your head, inside your bubble, all that, right? But, like, for example, I was going through your music. I was looking at your videos. I was listening to everything. And I've experienced you before outside of music where you're talking to my parents in Spanish and you're such a vibe, you know, you're so funny. You're Cuban, you know, so you have that sauce. But then also you came here and you have this culture as well that you've adopted as well, right? Why not throw like at least 2 English songs in there, you know? Like you said, like not even like if you're directing it to like a Spanish crowd, yes, but like if those two songs, let's say it's just two songs that you just love, that you created out of your heart, not forced, like you said, sometimes I just catch myself flowing, and put it in there, you know what I mean? Because
it wouldn't. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Now go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, you've already created a fan base.
Oh yeah.
Like for example, like us, like we listen to Kodak Black, we listen to Lil Wayne, we listen to all these people, but we also listen to Anuel. 6ix9ine is doing it, but he's doing the Spanish album.
They're gonna hate me for that, but he's killing it right now with that.
Yeah, he's killing
my mom's
it.
favorite is, she talks about him all the time. Like, Mom, can you stop talking about
Nah,
him?
he killing it
She
right now.
loves
But you
him.
know, a Cuban guy, Lanier is the one that wrote like 90% of the album.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he showed,
But
like,
he knew
But
where to
he
go.
put
him on.
Yeah, he put him on. He put him on crazy.
Yes,
He put him on crazy. I mean,
exactly.
Like, he
but
showed him love,
Now,
bro.
Lanier is probably like, I really like. I know people from the, like, you gotta understand. My dad was one of Cuba's biggest artists. I personally know people from the Latin industry, and I don't know how they feel about this, and I do not care. Lanier is the best like songwriter that I've ever heard come out of Cuba. Like honestly, like I swear to
Is he
God.
work with Mark Anthony?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my brother's Mark Anthony sound engineer. He works with Mark. Gente de Zona is, I don't even know if they're signed to Mark still, but they were doing management through Mark Anthony when I was in Miami when we were working together. But Lanier is like, it's a whole different type of beast. Like when you listen to those songs, bro, and you listen to with like the lyrics of that, like you can hear the pain, like you can hear everything. Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That guy is, he changed his whole life though. You gotta understand the royalties from that album, the touring from that album, the video views from that album, the people around that he's gonna be from that album. Like it was just crazy.
Yeah. But
I hear you.
so going from, okay, and I saw one of his interviews where they were like, he was in like a Dominican podcast or radio show, you would say. And they're like, okay, are you going to continue to put out Spanish music? And he was like, not right now. Like, I'm done with this album. I'm going back to English. Like, that's my real love. And as an English listener, I prefer 6ix9ine in English. And I like his Spanish. I think it's good. But, like, I'm Americanized. I'm me. And I prefer him in English. I think his Spanish music is great, but personally, I feel like he sounds better in English. That's just my personal opinion, right? And so I listen to you, and I think you sound fire in Spanish, but I also think you sound so fire in English.
I appreciate that.
So, as just my personal opinion, like, you know, if you are focusing on Spanish, and like you said, you're a perfectionist, you're hard on yourself, you're consistently like looking at errors. If you were to just be free, and sometimes we work our best when we're just free and without pressure, and you throw out those two English songs, you don't know what they're capable of.
This
you know
is
what
true.
I'm saying?
This is true. And I'm not, so my biggest thing coming up and making music was like, I used to do like house music type beats, and then I used to rap on them, right? And I used to do all kinds of like everything. Like I used to do a mixture of everything. I remember somebody reached out and they did a country song. And they wanted a verse from me, and I did it. This was like years ago. I don't even know where that song's at, but it was a country song, and I did a verse on it.
It was a rapping verse, or it was
Yeah,
like a country?
no, I rapped
was
on
on
it. Yeah,
some
no, it was
Ludacris
some
and,
Ludacris,
Jason
yeah, I
Aldean.
swear. Right? It was Lil Durk and what's his name? Morgan Wallen. He's killing it too right now. So my thing was like coming up as an artist, finding my identity as like, what do I want to do with my music? Because I'm like, this rap stuff is cool, but I don't love this. Like, I don't like this rap stuff. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the message it portrays. I don't like
I feel that.
the beats all sound the same now, and everybody can just do it. Like literally, like if Baggio wanted to get up tomorrow and start a rapping career, he could.
Yeah, I got some Spanish flows.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like you know, like,
shut
I busted that one rhyme.
we were at
Hey, Bob's gonna ask you to be a feature on one of
yeah,
your songs.
me and your brother got the Christmas album, Thanksgiving album. That album's been. Yeah, I hope it's this one that I'm working on. It's not like those because it's never gonna come out. That one's like Detox with
Detox with the Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that album never came out. Nah, and I hear it, and I hear what you're saying. It's just like as an artist, I have to compromise. Like, all right, where are most of my streams coming from? What are most of the people listening to? Most of my stuff comes from overseas. Like people from here barely even listen to me. Like they'll listen to, I have like Miami and like certain spots, LA, New York, but like up like nobody's gonna listen to me in Oklahoma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or any of that. You know what I'm saying? And like my culture is Spanish. Like what I know is Spanish. The vibe is Spanish. The beats are different. The topic that we speak of is different. It's friendlier. Don't get me wrong. The way that I'm doing my English now into my Spanish music is I'm using the trap songs that I do in Spanish. They're English trap beats, right? So you hear the English influence, but I'm doing Spanish flows over them, right? I think Kodak Black did what was that, Super Gremlin, and I did a remix to that, just on some fun stuff on outside of videos. Yeah, you know what I mean. And it was just, and people
that had me hype.
Yeah,
Hey,
people,
you know I went to jail because of that song.
What?
Oh my God.
Bro, I went to jail because I was listening to Super Gremlin. That's a demonic song.
You felt like a gremlin, huh? You was out there.
Hey,
just-
no, like, and you know, I really like that you mentioned that you said that you don't really like the message behind the rap music because it is really heavy and very violent and just like a negative, like it's very driven by drugs and violence and depression. A lot of artists make their music while they're under the influence. It's funny because I was writing with Baggio the other day, and I personally have given up. For the most part, I've given up rap music. I love rap music, but spiritually, just because I want to be better with my faith, I've, tried to get a lot of it up. But I was writing with Baggio the other day, and he listens to a lot of like very like slow, depressive.
That's depressing.
No, he does, bro. He does.
I don't think I noticed it.
He doesn't notice it because that's what he writes to every single day. But like, most of his music is like slow, depressive music, right? And so, but when I was listening to it, I was kind of getting anxious because I notice it because I've kind of like I've took a step back from it.
Kill Bill by Saj.
Bro, then he put this one
I
song,
thought it was Kodak.
this one Travis Scott song, and then it's Travis Scott with like black wings and like a demon, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, why change that?
She said, put something happy. I said, some Travis Scott. And then I forgot that he be like, he do really betrays that devil vibe, See? Even in his new album, Ethiopia, he has these shirts that are like kind of Utopia. That it has some shirts that be like
Ethiopia is a country, I think.
You're right.
Utopia with a Utopia.
Hey.
Bro, I be putting my mix and everything.
Wait.
Shout out all the Ethiopians.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Baggio said Ethiopia.
I forgot.
Wait.
Utopia.
And then Abraham goes, Utopia. And then Baggio goes, Ethiopia.
He said it again. I said, let me just correct him. It's Utopia.
I thought I said it right the second time.
And you know one thing I hate correcting people. That took all of me. That's because I know you, like, you know what I mean. But if it was somebody else, I would have just let them go on with it. Yeah, I don't like. I just don't like.
No, but that
correcting
was good.
people.
You know what I'm saying? Because now we know it's Utopia.
Yeah, it's Utopia.
And Utopia's like a different world, right?
I guess
it's like a different planet.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like that one song with The Weeknd. That's it.
No, but like. It is, and I really like that you said that. I really like that because, I'm over here like, oh, you should do rap, but you have your reasons why you're moving to a different direction, towards a different direction.
She was talking about Nevada, Young Boy.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, this man went from Peso Pluma, which was like
no, but I just like Peso Pluma, like his the voice and everything, like
you just like
yeah. And then but the thing is about him, he'd be like depressed, and then he'd be like hype.
Did you listen to his album Genesis? No.
Peso Pluma?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so I listened to it like from what you hear and the like his singles, they're like really happy, but his album is really slow and like kind of depressive. He went from Peso Pluma to Travis Scott. And then I'm like, bro, put something happy. NBA Young Boy. And
Young Boy get you hype.
I swear.
Young Boy get you hype.
I swear.
You ever seen the little kid?
Bro, he's an angry boy.
I like NBA. A lot of it, I feel like it's a persona, which it is, because as an artist, you have to have that. That's one thing I really, really, really am working on myself. Like as a brand, something has to.
But are you willing to sacrifice? Like
I wouldn't say it depends. It just, well, I guess it depends what that sacrifice is, because I just feel like all of us, even in our lives, have to sacrifice something, right? Like when you go to work, you have to sacrifice time from your kids or from your house or from, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is it that I'm sacrificing, quote unquote? You know what I mean?
Morally?
No, I mean, it's just, if it's like you gotta act this way or you have to portray this image, like to do this, no. I mean, I'm on my free will. I do what I want. I'm gonna release what I want to do. But if it's like, yo, we have to go down this route, like you're not gonna be home for 3 months because of this and this and this, and then we gotta, by all means, that's different. You know what I mean? So it just depends what the sacrifice is. But when it comes to like what I'm putting out, like happy music just makes me feel. I listen to rap, like don't get me wrong, I love rap, like, and I listen to it. But it gets to a point that I just have to turn it off. Like the other day I was taking her to school, and like I was just listening to jazz the whole way. My dad used to listen to jazz a lot, you know, before he passed. I mean, just period. And he used to always listen to jazz. I used to never understand why. And like in the morning, it's like it's music, but it's like without the words. So like I'm not thinking. And like I used to play bass growing up, so I like music.
We're gonna put the picture of him.
You go.
What instruments do you play?
I just play bass. I stopped playing bass.
Still got it at home.
Nah, that shit long gone.
Oh, is that there?
Nah, it's long gone.
That shit was there for long.
And then
where's that at?
It's sold. That's gone. When I got behind the microphone, I stopped. And then piano I tried, but I never got into it. Like I always wanted to play piano, always. But the only reason why I wanted to play piano was because I wanted to play like Cuban, like
You wanted to be like Mark Anthony?
Nah, like my brother. I promise you, it's not because it's my brother. My brother, and he's the one that took over the group now since my dad passed. His name is Brian Alvarez. He's maybe like 2-3 years younger than me, I think. But this kid is, I swear, not because he's my brother. To me, he's one of the best like piano players, like literally in Cuba right now. This kid was, since he was like 5 years old, he was like around nothing but the best of the best because of my dad. Like the best Cuban like players around everything. And my dad dedicated all his time into him. So like I always, the way that this kid plays the piano and the sauce to it is ridiculous. And it's not like piano like what you're thinking. It's like piano that if he gets playing right now, like all of us are going to want to get up and dance, right?
Yeah.
And I always wanted to play piano. But I never got into it. I just really fell in love with like the whole writing thing. Like writing process of like the music thing. The whole instrument thing never really, I was never disciplined enough, you know?
Yeah,
like,
you have to be disciplined.
Yeah, I was never like, well, I remember when I first went to Cuba.
But you don't want to.
No.
Why
Like
not?
eventually, the thing about it is I'm not in the right I'm not in the right crowd, if that makes sense. When I was in
You don't
Miami,
think it would like expand your like brain,
by
like
all means,
you know? Because I mean, how old are you? 26.
yeah.
It's 'cause, like,
27
I think
basically.
sometimes we're so
27
hard on
basically.
ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But you're still so young. Like imagine if you dedicated yourself
Oh yeah.
and told you know
Yeah.
what, I'm gonna play an hour a day every day. No, like it
Nah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter how I.
Yeah, piano.
I got one. I got one sitting in my closet. I just
Yeah.
bought it. I bought it.
I know why he asked one because I be going to everybody's room and looking at everything.
Touching everything,
Bro.
opening everything.
Bro,
We took
Bro.
one of my pianos. We packed up and took to Florida whenever I moved too. Yeah, no, but I get what you're saying. I really
Yeah.
understand. I really do. But I just
Because you know what? If I didn't have kids, like I always see it, when I see you guys, like y'all are single young men, healthy, full of
He's not
life.
single.
Oh no, not like that. Like you know, like
Well,
I'm
I know what
talking,
you mean. No, I know
like,
what in general. No, I know what you're saying.
kids and a
Yeah.
home. Like y'all are both, you know, individuals. You know what I'm saying? And you do have that time for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you said it. It's discipline, which you can create.
Yeah.
You can create and you can work on to be the best self.
No, yeah, you definitely can. No,
You know what I'm
this is
saying?
true. This is true. This is true. I think,
Bro, like, can you imagine? Okay, mira. You dedicate yourself to play the piano, to learn, to do well, to perfect it, and continue your. Can you imagine the places that will take you?
yeah, it definitely opens up and expands your reach. I mean,
Yeah.
just content-wise, we can literally.
Hey,
create
5 years from
content
now,
every single
Abraham gonna be.
Gonna be out there.
day. You gonna see me playing the piano.
Gonna be the Christmas play.
You can see me in New York somewhere in the subway playing the piano.
Not
playing
the subway. Not the subway. I'm talking
Playing the
about
damn piano.
New Year's Eve show.
Right?
Over
No,
there.
it wouldn't. It's not a bad idea. I just like when I was in Miami, I was around nothing but people that did music, and then on top of that, these people were really doing it. Like you got to understand.
It's a lifestyle.
It was and the people that I was with were literally professionals. It was like the top of the top. Like it just everything they did right. So I got so overwhelmed by the fact that I'm like, I don't have any of this. But none of these people started there, right? But you don't know that. When you're there, you're just seeing like such and such
Where they are.
writes for. I was in the studio one time with Verse Simmons. If you Google Verse Simmons, literally Verse Simmons, he's written for everybody. Chris Brown and Rihanna. I think he worked with Jay-Z. I think he worked on Watch the Throne. Something. He did something. He's worked with everybody. I was in the studio with this guy for 3 days, you know? I'm like, what am I doing here with this guy? You know what I mean? And my brother was the connection into everything, of course. They did a writing camp and they held it at Miami, at Magnus, which is Mark Anthony's studio. You know what I'm saying? So we went to Miami and we were in Miami and Verse Simmons was there. I got to meet Verse Simmons. And my brother's like, do you know who that is? And I'm like, man, he looks familiar, but not at the top of my... If you don't know, he's a songwriter. He's always behind the scenes. He's like, that's Verse Simmons. So when you get in the studio with somebody like this who's written for Rihanna, you're like, oh my God. Like, I have so much work to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are killing
Different level.
Bro, it's crazy how fast they come up with, like, the lyrics. And then the thing is, like, you will write something and, I don't know, broken hearted by your love, but still in love with you, baby. And they'll sit there for 10 minutes and they're like, no, baby doesn't sound right. Like, the last word, baby, needs to be changed to, like, lady. It needs to be changed to my something. It needs to be changed, something that describes that, but it can't be baby. It's too generic. It's too basic. And I'm like, what the? Oh, this went with baby. It rhymed with, with the time before. Nah, it doesn't work like that. The chemistry is different. So sometimes when you hear these really, really big hit songs that just happen to blow up and you're listening to the lyrics, the artist didn't write it. 90% of the time, it's a songwriter behind. You know what I'm saying? But the process into seeing that I feel like it overwhelmed me so much. You know, when you're a kid, you don't know nothing. You just do.
Yeah.
The more you
Unless
know
someone
sometimes.
teaches you.
Yeah, but the more you do sometimes and the more information you have, you hold yourself back from doing sometimes because you're afraid now. Because you know that, this might impact. You don't know what the results are going to be when you're a kid. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? So I know everything. Like, this is not as exciting to me as it used to be. Like, it's not. Like, I used to wake up and want to go to the studio and write for, like, all day long. And, like, I want to put an album and I want to do this and I want to drop it and I want to. But I'm like, when I was in Miami, I was around the best videographers, the best musicians, the best everything, this and this and this. Here, like, I feel like I'm by myself. My friends don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, the drive is different. The chemistry, everything is different. Like, I don't know. It's completely different. And I say that to say, like, I've seen, like, literally the top of the top of the top. I remember leaving one time. I was watching the billboards at home, and my brother calls me, and I pull up to the studio. Jennifer Lopez wins an award. I've seen her on TV. I swear to you, I don't make this up. I have the videos. I walk in to Magnus, and Jennifer Lopez is walking in with the same dress that she just won the award in. And I'm sitting next to my brother, and she just waves to my brother. And I look at my brother like, bro, who are you? Like, it was just, and I was around this for so long that when I came over here, it took all that away. Like,
you
it
were
just,
like in all that glamour and
it was
sparkle.
it was just different, and all that stuff adds to it. But like the actual drive of seeing these people have everything and still wake up in the morning and go to the studio, or still sit in the studio from 12 at night to like 6 in the morning and make these hit records. Like, some of the gente that's on the songs that people heard years after they they blew up. I was in the studio when they were recording them, writing them. I have the videos. Like, I used to FaceTime these. Like, I used to FaceTime them. Like, hey, this and this.
Did
and
you
this.
play FIFA?
Yeah, literally. Like, I used to be at Randy's house playing.
This guy.
Literally, So it was just that. That's basically what it comes down to. It's and that's at the point that I'm at now. Honestly.
Do you think that you've lost a little bit of motivation lately?
By all means. I just. I started my business. And I started a business here, and they started going well, and I just really got to something that was paying me, taking care of myself, taking care of my people. And I put my all into this, So it's like, I really enjoy, since again, I'm new to it, and I don't know nothing about, or knew the proper way of doing it. I just dove into it, bro. And it's worked out so far. You know what I'm saying?
You've kind of lost a little bit, but you've, like, we're grown-ups. You're grown up now. You have to figure out your stuff. You can't just rely on music to pay your bills, right? Henry, what did you do because Henry's been in music as well. What did you do?
I did a couple of things, audio engineering and drumming. About it, yeah.
What's up?
What do you play?
Drums.
Drums?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you go to school for audio engineering? Or you just learned on your own?
Just learned.
That's what's up. I mean, that's the best way to do it, bro.
Church.
That's,
to be honest with you,
that's what's up.
Church. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So,
That's what my brother does now. My brother was an engineer, audio engineer. He went to Berkeley in Boston, and then from there, Gente de Zona had just blown up with that single Bailando, and we've been knowing Randy's from Gente de Zona. He was 2 blocks up the street. Like him and my brother were like friends growing up. I've been knowing him since I was like Diesel's age, literally. Like I've been knowing Randy from Gente de Zona. And at that time that they blow up, my brother just happens to graduate. So Randy's like, bro, it's perfect time. We're just, we're blowing up with this song. Come engineer for us. So he goes, and then from there, through Bailando, Mark Anthony picks up Gente de Zona as like their management. And my brother being around them is around Mark. And he starts working with Mark Anthony. So my brother's now with Mark. He does everything with Mark, up and down and everything as far as engineering goes. So, yeah. My boy just moved to LA too, Davis. He used to do everything, like all the songs you heard, everything you were playing earlier. He recorded everything. He moved to LA now, and he's working with like The Game. He's working with everybody. I mean, people from TDE. Like he's with everybody. Sometimes I feel like you gotta leave, man. You have to just experience, and you gotta get out. You know what I mean? And that's where your talent really shines. Like here, it's. I don't know. There's so much going on in this home, and you focus on everything else, but what you actually want to do. You got to be around the right people in the right circle to be able to shine in. I feel like so. But that's what's up. That's what's up.
Dang. So, how long has it took you to create this album that you're doing right now?
I've been working on this for a while. At least definitely over a year. I mean, songs that I feel like I wasn't gonna touch. And then one day I just went back and I started going over everything again. And I'm like, yo, I really like this, or I can take it this way, or I can make it go that way. And it just went from there. So about a year. About a year or so.
Okay, about a year. Okay, not bad. Cardi B took her like about, I don't know how many years. She still hasn't released a second album.
Yeah, it takes time. Like it honestly takes time. And then throughout the year, you put in music and you're going through the ups and downs, and you're asking yourself, is this good enough? Is this not good enough? Am I gonna ever put this out? I'm not gonna put it out, or I hate this. And then you show it to somebody else, and then they're like, oh, I love this. And I'm like, bro, how would you listen to that? So
But you're so you criticize yourself a lot.
Super Gremlin, like he said he didn't even like that song. Kodak, I think he went platinum off that song.
Oh yeah.
He said it. He's like, bro, I did not like that song. He goes, I just did it just to do it. I just dropped it just to drop. I didn't like that song. Not his exact words, but it was around that. And he just
his new albums haven't even.
Nah.
They ain't been nothing.
I didn't like the new album either. And I like Kodak. I like Kodak a lot.
He's talented.
He's super talented.
Yeah.
And
how has that been? I wanted to ask about that because, and I can relate to a sense, but I haven't been as. I know that you've been really devoted to your music and you've been doing it for a long time, but I can just relate it to the YouTube. Like when I do my YouTube,
of course,
you create, and creating takes a lot of time and energy from you. You know what I'm saying? So when you create something and you don't get what you're wanting to receive, it can become really frustrating. How has that been for you throughout the years?
I've done it for so long and dealt with it for so long that I know the motions now, right? So like I know what stage I'm in. So like when I get to a certain stage, I'm like, oh, this is just, I got to do this to get past this stage because I've been in it so many times, So it gets to the point that I'm like, I'll sit at home sometimes for like 2 hours and I'm just writing, and like everything's going, and I just need I need 4 to 6 bars left to finish the song. But those 4 to 6 bars left aren't speaking to me. They're not, you know what I'm saying? And sure enough, it's like, it gets to a point that I'm like, I'm not doing this song no more. But I just spent 2 hours doing the song, bro. But I can't get the last 4. And I don't know the creativeness of it. Just sometimes it's because you're so hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the best thing to do is I just leave it alone.
Yep, come back to it.
I just leave it alone, bro. I leave. I'm like, I record everything, the idea, and I just come back to it hours later. And I'm like, man, this is hard. I'm like, I can't believe I came up with this. But you get stuck in it so many times. So you're like, I'm done listening to this, bro. I can't make nothing good. But when you come back to it on a fresh set of ears, you're like, oh, damn, this is actually really good. I just need to do this and this and this to tweak it up, but this has potential at least, you know? And that's just really how I deal with it. Like, I know what part of the process I'm in, if that makes sense.
From the music that you have now, what's your favorite song?
I like Otra Noche a lot. Otra Noche is actually on the album. I dropped it. I released it. It's out already. I just like it. it's very well written. It's just very well composed. It's just like it speaks. I took my time with that song. You could tell I took my time with it. Like I put it up to it. It got playlisted on Spotify. Like it was the first song that I ever got playlisted on Spotify in like 15 different Spotify playlists, and it was up there with like Lele Pons and like Anuel and like like it was like up there on this Spotify playlist, and it did really well. Like the song was really really well. I really really like that song. So yeah.
Bayo's favorite song is Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete, bro. So many people like that song.
That song is like I think everything about that song. I like it. It's but I was listening to it. I was listening to today. I listen to it all the time, bro. But today I was listening to it like. And then I was really listening to it. It's pretty wild. Like
the song's crazy.
It's pretty dark too.
It's dark. Yeah,
it's pretty dark. Maybe
what does he say? I'm too drunk to be driving, or what does he say?
I shouldn't be driving because I'm fading.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
It starts off
I'm like when it said that, I'm like, no wonder Bayo likes this song.
Because I've told myself a couple times that
I shouldn't be driving because I'm faded, man. And then my boy was on there. At the time, he was my boy. We weren't speaking to nobody. His verse is crazy, but yeah, I was around doing that a lot of the time.
Yeah, that was just the time. That was just stuff we were
young, but those were like when I listen to that type of music, it just takes me to like these really dark times of like my music. Like I remember I had a studio at Jacob's house at the time, and when I think about those days, it was just so dark to me. Like I would show up at like 4 o'clock, 5 in the morning. Like, hey, bro, I'm going to record and he's going to work. And the only way I'm staying up to 4 o'clock or 5 in the morning, because I'm staying up to 4 o'clock or 5 in the morning, right? So, like, just being in there, just being tired, and like your mindset's not right, and like me trying to force these songs, and like and I'm like, I got my boys backing me up. We got to get to the studio. I got to put music out, and it was just nothing that I liked, and it was just so dark. Like it was not fun. Like it was just straight, just like, and it was nothing but rap and like running up in people's houses, and it was just so dark, and I couldn't come up with nothing else. And at the time, I didn't want to make the switch from, it just wasn't there. It didn't present the option there.
That's where you were at the point.
Yeah, this was a couple years ago. Yeah, and it was just like.
It's a while back.
Yeah, this a while back. Pistol Peter's on the first album. I think that came out in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the one, what's it? Dodger DJ Rogers?
Yeah, DJ Rogers.
Yeah, he ran into Mr. DJ Rogers and he was like, yo, this is my album. And then he listened to it and he posted it that same night. Mr. Pete.
He posted on his story. He tagged me. And I mean, DJ Mr. Rogers is huge in the city. He does radio stations and all that stuff. Shout out DJ Mr. Rogers, man.
DJ Mr. Rogers? What's his name?
Yeah, it's Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah,
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah,
DJ Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, it's Mr. Rogers. Yeah.
Oh,
so.
okay.
And Pistol, I mean, it was a good song. I just wouldn't go back into
That's
that
not
time.
your vibe.
Yeah,
You don't want to go in.
Yeah,
because I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like you have to stay in that zone in order to continue to make that type of music, you know?
It was horrible. I wouldn't do it. Like, if you were like, this is what you got to do, I'll just stop making music.
Yeah.
Like, it was that bad to me. Like, I wouldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
Like, I just wouldn't. I have fun, though, what I do when I get back into that mode of having fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as often, but, like, when I do, I really, really have fun with it. Like, I really enjoy my craft. Like, I enjoy what I'm doing.
I love how Mom is just going to be coming in the background. Vas a salir en el podcast. ¿No? Sí.
Es que si camina por atrás.
Hey, what do you think about the whole? Have you followed the whole Anuel, Yailin, and 6ix9ine drama?
I haven't followed the drama, man. I need to catch up. You know how I'm gonna catch up on TikTok. That's what we're gonna do today. That's what we're doing.
TikTok.
You've been keeping up and you haven't told me nothing,
my
bro.
Gosh.
I haven't kept up with it.
Bro, it got wild. Hey, Anuel be doing too many drugs. He be out here wilding.
Nah, Anuel is something else. His music is great. Shout out to him. Let me not burn no bridges before I ever get the chance to even connect the bridges.
that boy done messed up over there. His first mess up was cheating on Carol.
Man.
He should have never done that.
You know, when I was talking about establishing a brand earlier as an artist, you were like, are you willing to say? Like, she started doing her hair, when she got with him. And, like, when you think about Karol G now, is her hair, is, her, like...
The look that she has.
Yeah, the look, but that's her establishing herself as an artist. And that's what she really got now. She wasn't doing that until she got with Anuel.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm speaking something that I heard, and it made sense to me. I didn't just think of this thought that I'm speaking of somebody else. I got to give credit to. I heard it online, and I'm like, damn, this is true. Like, this is really true. And, you become a brand. I feel like as an artist, you have to become a brand. He's established himself as who he is. Like, that's his brand. You know what I'm saying? Now that's his brand. It's sad in a way, Anuel, but that's his brand.
Yeah.
You know?
What's his brand?
As far as like the whole crazy toxic, like doing
Mujeriego.
yeah, like that's his brand now. You know what I'm saying? And it works for him. Like, don't get me wrong. You think that man short a woman of money? No.
No, hell no.
You know, but do you think he's happy? Like, that's the question.
No.
Are you really happy on the inside? You
Not
know what
happy.
I mean?
That's what I was talking about. Like, are you willing to sacrifice that? Because I feel like fame comes with a lot. Like, success comes with a lot, especially with what you're putting out in the world. That's gonna come right back to you.
No, that's facts. I mean, it's 100% facts. And it's just like, when my dad was around, like, it got to a point, he was so small that you get used to seeing my dad around. But I remember at times that we'd just go out and like everybody was coming. Everybody wants to take a picture. Everybody wants to do something. Or everybody wants to, you're like, dang, like you just want some time for yourself. Or you want some time for your family. And that's just my dad there. Like, I can't imagine people here like A+, celebrity, like A-list celebrities like here that you can't step outside because everybody and their mom knows you.
Yeah.
I just can't like
Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ideal would be if I really, really hit it. I still do music, don't get me wrong. I love music and I always do music, but like I'm so business driven now. That I'm like, how do I just, the money that I'm making on my business, how do I put that into real estate? How do I put that? Because at the end of the day, all these artists end up going back to that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because they don't want to do it all their lives.
You make all this money and all this money gets reinvested back into you. Start opening businesses and real estate and all of that. Okay, well, I already have a business that I'm starting. I run it myself. It makes me money. It pays my bills. It does what it's doing. So it's like, whatever comes from the music, it just, like I'm really, my ideal will be just rich and you don't know that I'm rich. I could walk past. You could tell because I'm still going to wear what I'm going to wear. I'm still going to dress up nicely and I'm still going to drive what I'm going to drive. That's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? But like, I want to be able to pop out with you, bro, go out and we just spent $20,000 and nobody knows that we did it. Or they can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're good because it's like, all right, they got the best suites, you got the best this, you have the best vacations. My family's with me, my friends are with me, But I could do all of it and not have to worry about somebody taking pictures or, I'm laying the wrong way. Somebody got a picture. Look at my fat ass now on Instagram looking like this.
Eli Buzz looking
You
wild.
know what I'm saying?
Like an alien.
Yeah. Baggio and Abraham Cott and blah, 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 blah.
They gotta lose a little weight.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Or Baggio and Abraham roofie that Lil Wayne concert. Like, ain't nobody trying to deal with none of that.
Can you imagine how stressful that is?
Man, that's
Bro, like 6ix9ine, he went to a baseball game and he was kicking them out all fucked up.
yeah, nah.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
You can't do anything. No,
Yeah.
it's always the music comes with that, so you can't avoid it. So I'm always like, if it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
But I'm not chasing. When I was little, I was chasing it. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to be 18. I wanted to be like Justin Bieber. Man, I wanted all the fame. I wanted all
And
the
that
glory.
boy is a sad boy.
And
He has a lot of issues,
yeah. Yeah.
And that's why, like, sometimes I said this the other day on my Instagram. I said that ambition is beautiful, but it can also be ungrateful because we are so busy chasing what it is that we think we want, and we're not grateful for the things that we already have. Like how blessed we really are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy you say that. I was thinking about that today.
And it really can take away from what you're living in the present and the beautiful things that you have. Like, you might have this goal, but like, let's just speak, like, from what I can see, you have a beautiful girlfriend and, working on building on that and creating a happy life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Nah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I understand. I mean, I agree. I was telling myself that today because I was like the car that I have now, I used to sit around when we were kids and I didn't have a car and everybody had a car. And I used to dream of I used to get on Craigslist and look at cars all night. At Jacob's mom's house, I used to stay up all night. Like, man, I can't wait to get this car. Can't wait to get this car. Can't wait to get I'm on my 4th one. It hasn't changed absolutely nothing about how I feel inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't. So I'm like, there are things that I want that I'm chasing that I'm like, oh, I want the big old house. Like, oh, this is a nice house that I could put, guest housing. I know my mom is within 100 yards of me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I have my house and I got, like, those things I feel like you will admire. But, like, the other things, like the cars and, like, the jewelry and, like, all that type of stuff, it does not do absolutely nothing for your self-esteem or ego. It does not matter. Like, I don't know who's looking at this, but it doesn't do nothing. And it's like you think you want it and then you get it and it's like, bro, I don't care about none of this.
Yeah, you like it for like a couple seconds, couple hours.
Yeah.
I don't care about these shoes. The only reason why I'm wearing these shoes is because I got to look good for whoever's looking at them, because I got to look and play the part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the truth. You know what I mean? I don't care about these rings. I do not care about them. I swear to God on everything I love, I don't. Like, I don't. I just simply don't. I come from nothing. Like, I know what it's like to literally have no water for 2 days, or no light for 2 days, or going out and there's no food at the store. It's like, this type of stuff never made you. What made you was being there with your friends, your family. You know what I'm saying?
The
People
love, the
healthy.
real
Yeah,
love.
that's what really
Yeah.
made you. You know, spending time with the rest. I'm cool on all that stuff. You know, so sometimes I feel like I don't even fit in. You know, I feel like I'm playing a role that's not me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my biggest thing is finding how to do exactly what I just explained to you and be that person and still entertain. But people don't want to listen to that. People want the dude that's out there popping perks and shooting guns and talking about hoes and beefing with people. You know what I'm saying? That's what sells. That's what, you know. So that's a sacrifice that people got to make to be able to pop off these days.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah, definitely. No.
man.
I've
Yeah, I took a perk by accident one time.
By accident? It's happened accidentally.
He said, "This is a painkiller."
I know exactly who said that.
I'm at Bori feeling good.
Now I know exactly who you were
I'm
with.
at Bori feeling good. And he's like, "Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, you told me.
And then he's like, "You feel good?" And I just see Celeste. And I'm like, then I'm nervous because I'm like, what did I take? Yeah.
oh my gosh, that boy roofied you.
Yeah, nah, no cap.
He probably showed up at he was at the Lil Wayne concert. We didn't know.
Hey, give this drink to them boys over there.
Nah, no
They
cap.
gonna feel good.
That's shit Red did this.
Man, I knew exactly what to talk about. Feeling good, man? Feeling good, puppy?
He's not happy for you.
He's so
he's
happy. He's just happy that you're there. He's just happy that you're there.
All right, y'all. So thank you so much, Abraham, for coming on
thank
the
y'all.
podcast with us.
Thank y'all. I have fun, for real.
Don't forget, album comes out July 28th.
28th.
For sure.
Yeah, y'all put me under pressure. Now I got to
Now
go.
you
gotta do it.
Now you
I
gotta
go
get it
home
out.
now. I gotta go rewrite everything I heard and finish it off. Yeah.
Throw in an English song. Nah,
Yeah,
just
right?
kidding.
No cap.
He goes listen to all of it tonight. See which one.
I swear, bro. Nah, I have fun. I appreciate y'all for real, man.
No, for sure. And I appreciate you for coming.
Nah,
and
man, of course, it's always love, man.
Yes,
it's always love, homie.
yes.
You know what
Thank
it
you
is.
for coming.
Nah, thank y'all for real.
All right, y'all.
We should do this again at a different stage in life. When I said different stage in life, I mean hopefully the album's out, things are going good, videos are out.
Yeah, hopefully we get about a couple thousand subscribers so we can keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna post y'all everywhere. We're gonna see if we can get this up.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing the podcast in the beach.
We're gonna do a podcast at
Like yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, but Jose.
We said that before.
We go now for real, I swear. Now y'all should definitely go do it somewhere else. Willie and Willie. What's his name? Wallow and Gilly. I said Willie. I put them
Yo,
together.
my boy, they Drake and Yachty, they did it at the beach.
Oh, they did. That was cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that
you
was
couldn't
dope.
Really listen
That was
to
cool.
it though. Like
yeah.
they were
Now the
out
beach you
there.
gotta have
But
like
it has to
actual
be
like
hard,
headphones
though,
and
you
It was
know?
hard. No,
Right?
Even they were like kind of awkward. With
Yeah,
it,
the
like,
wind
'cause
was
And then
and
it got dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you think how much do you think it costs to rent like a room out in Papa Bros? That'd be cool.
You imagine just eating?
Nah, probably not much. I'd probably talk to Jose.
Yeah, he could get us a hookup.
Yeah, he'll
You
go.
That'd be
imagine?
cool.
I'm so down.
Bro, I
What
go
are
so
you doing
much.
anything for your birthday?
I don't really do much.
No.
Just
Like, we used to do the most.
Yeah, you know, now these days, just like if somebody calls me, I got something planned, dinner most likely or something now.
Yeah,
do
I'll be
dinner.
at Papa Bros for sure.
Yeah, we gotta go to dinner for
do
bio
dinner.
at least, cause I'm trying to do something. I don't do anything, you know,
We'll do
mom
dinner.
life.
Yeah, we'll probably pop. I'm pretty sure we're gonna pop out. Somebody's gonna pop out and get a bottle somewhere, and this is gonna
Bro,
one at a
I
time.
haven't popped the bottles. Like,
Man,
I mean, recently because I went and met up Jacob and John, but after that it had been like 2-3 years. Bro.
Yeah, nah.
For me, we get my own. I haven't got my own in like.
John invited me out the other day. We went out.
Yeah, I met him up. That's when I met him
I
up.
forgot where we went, but then we ended up at 5306. Then we ended up with a bottle, and then we ended up at P10. I got home at like 5 o'clock in the morning that day, bro.
No, I can't do that.
And I was like, man, it was horrible.
I'll be leaving
Just-
like at 12.
just a horrible night all the way around.
5306
Yeah,
is the
nah.
best spot to go because you know everybody now. I went the other day.
We're gonna
and
cut
I-
that out because y'all ain't paying me for this. Nah, I'm playing. That's free promo.
Stop it.
Nah, I'm playing. The 5306.
That's funny.
Nah, 5306 ain't paying us for this. We gotta cut that out. Nah, I'm playing.
You know, charge up $1.
Yeah, nah, I'm send the footage beforehand. Be like, y'all want his name there or you want the bleep over it? It's gonna be $500. Y'all want that?
Just leave it.
Yeah, just leave it.
With our 50 subscribers.
Hey man, nah, 53. I just don't like we went out, popped the bottle. I didn't like it. They called me like 2 days later. Hey man, John's popping the bottle again. I said, bro, what's got into John, bro?
John, but it's because it's a phase, bro. I used to have that phase. I used to have that phase. The other day, I met up John and we were at Lincoln, and he's the same. He was like, "Hey, let's pop a bottle." I'm like, John, relax, bro. You can barely stand up straight, bro. Like, and then I lost him. And then he's like, you're a hoe. You left me. I'm like, where you at? He's like, I'm at the bar. So I went to the bar over here looking for this guy. And then I see him in the restroom, like, just standing there.
Bro, he's funny as hell.
Oh, my God. I don't know why I left you by yourself.
We were at a rooftop one day, and I just remember, like, me and her left. We were leaving, and we're going home. And then RJ calls me, like, hey, John's drunk as hell. I'm like, he said he was good. So I call him, and John's drunk as hell. And like, what's good? I said, bro, I got to come pick you up or what? He goes, where you at? I said, I just left. You just with me. Bro, I get there. I still have the picture somewhere. I think you've seen it. And he was sitting there with a red, I think it's a Burberry jacket he has, red puffer. Big old jacket. It's nice as hell. And, bro, he's sitting in the corner of Lamar. Like, just by himself. He looks like he runs the block and he's selling drugs on Lamar, right? When I pull up, and then I'm on the phone, and I'm pulling up, and some dude's walking by him, and all I hear is John drunk. That's how I know John was drunk. Yeah. This don't want no smoke. I said, who you talking about, bro? And I pull up right up.
He was drunk. Because he says that, but he doesn't talk like that.
So he don't talk like that at all.
So when he was drunk, yeah.
Anyways, man, yeah, that was fun, man.
It's funny how we started with John and ended with John.
That's awesome.
I was thinking about that.
That's awesome. That's the way to end.
Shout out John. Again.
Shout out John again.
He probably never even gonna watch this, but
he better watch this.
Right? Yeah, Abraham's on here.
Yeah, he better. They all better watch this.
All right, then, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time. Deuce.